you mentioned something that I want to pick your brain on this. You mentioned that they believe that they saw his ghost in the ship, and you said omen.
What's ever happening here started long before the line, Sam.
I've got an image in my mind, but right now it's divorced of any physical structure because the space itself is so present.
Hold on. Why is this not working? Hold on. There we go. We're back. We're live. We're back live. How are you guys?
Oh my goodness, we are busy and tired, but we're still freaking kicking.
We
Jacqueline.
got through
What's
graduation party, graduation ceremony, and now we have
in the back.
Stella's birthday party coming up. So we've been busy, but summer's finally here. So we can relax about the school.
Right.
Now we focus on investigations and events.
Yeah.
And swimming in the pool. We're almost there. All we gotta do is clean it a little bit, put the pump together, attach it all, fill it, get the chemicals in, and then I'm ready.
Yes.
I'm ready.
I want to talk about this trailer that you just played.
I know. Should we bring up our guest?
Yes, because that shit is fire. Yes.
So our guest tonight is Misty. She is a psychic. They are a psychic medium, paranormal investigator, true crime researcher, Stream Beacon TV, and Lost Goat production person. I don't know what the official title is with each of those, but they do have a new show coming out on Stream Beacon this fall, which I'm super excited because what I've heard from it about it's going to be one of the best things this fall coming to Stream Beacon. So let's bring Misty on. There we go.
How you doing,
Misty?
Hey again, Misty.
Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all did all right?
Good. Yeah, we're doing great. Yes.
Good. Thank you for having me on, and especially for promoting Curse Waters. I'm like y'all. I can't wait to see it either. And
I mean, that intro just makes me like, damn, that was so good.
I know. Michael is
eerie and like
just
the quality of it, the sound, every when something happens and then the trickle of the water and all that stuff, it's badass. I can't wait to watch it. And then you guys were out there on the boat, and I just can't wait because you're a storyteller, and I love listening to your weekly you call it a podcast, a weekly podcast on Facebook.
Like a show, yeah.
The show you talk about different things and you're just, I can just zone in and just be like, damn, okay.
You get really deep. You are like
a
really
storyteller. Yeah, she knows exactly what she's talking about. Yeah,
facts and these cases and whatnot that you bring up on your shows.
Yeah, and
I love true crime myself, so it's interesting hearing about other murders and stuff that I haven't heard of, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah, and then you're sitting there looking on Facebook after the show, or not Facebook, but YouTube and shit, and Googling, okay, let's see here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of the things is, sadly, I will not run out of content, with so much, so that's kind of a bittersweet double-edged sword, I guess. But I am, appreciate the kind words and that y'all are enjoying the show, and I really am enjoying it because I get to blend two of my favorite genres, true crime and the paranormal. So what better,
Right.
way to spend some time each week than sharing what you love.
Yep. Hey, Sean. So take us back from the beginning here. What started like your paranormal adventures and all that stuff?
Okay. What really started me getting into the paranormal, it's been about 5 years or so, but when I was younger, I had gifts and I really didn't know what they were. My parents didn't encourage me, or they believed it was of the devil, really raised real strict in church. And, we had guidelines and stuff that we had to follow, and everything was basically you were demonic or evil if you came up with some things. And so I learned to shut up. I learned to kind of put it under, wraps of what I was feeling and what I was seeing. So fast forward till about 2020, it was during COVID, but it was for my birthday. I had asked my wife, Catherine, for a reading with the New Orleans psychic medium, Carrie Roy. And if you do not know Carrie Roy, you really need to check her out. She was named Best Psychic in America by BBC America and the Best Psychic in New Orleans by the Travel Channel. So anyway, I wanted to meet her, and I really, I did not know those things about her. Just for some reason, I felt like that I should meet her. So I go up to her office, and she's sitting. She has a beautiful office, and in the the Central Business District of New Orleans. And I go in, and she automatically stands up, and she looks at me, and she says, "Do you know you have the gift?" And I said, "Well, I don't know what you call it, but I think I do have something." And so it was just like right automatically that she just took me under her wing and just really like just poured so much knowledge and about being a psychic medium and what that it means. And it's so much more than, you just telling people, the future, but it's connecting with the dead and bringing peace and answers to both the living and the dead, and how it's to be respected, but not also do you respect, but you have to be respectful. And so I really learned, I still learn a lot from her, and I'm so blessed to have her in my life. And so since then, she and I, we did some shows together, and about the Axeman and about Clay Shaw. He was the only person that was put on trial for the JFK assassination. We we went like 2 or 3 times and investigated his home in New Orleans.
Oh, wow.
And just different places like that. And so that kind of like, started my interest in going and investigating. And then I got with Louisiana Spirits and just really just was able to, just to get out there more and to start honing, like knowing how to use the equipment and how to investigate properly. And so I really appreciate those that took time with me. And so I'm now able to teach others on what to do too. So it's kind of a full circle thing.
So how do you incorporate the ghost hunting tools along with your abilities? Do you do one before the other? Do you intertwine the two, or a little bit of both?
What I do, it depends on what the investigation is. If I'm there, when I go on most paranormal investigations, I'm there as a paranormal investigator. If I'm asked, so I will use the equipment. Occasionally I'll have a feeling or something, and, I may bring it out to the team or whatever. But if I'm doing a private investigation and I'm asked specifically to tell us what's going on here or what happened or anything, then I'll do the medium, the psychic medium part of that there. But it just depends on what's going on at the time. I always say we always have the bells and whistles of the equipment and the latest technology and everything now is just so electronic and technology, well, tech savvy to be, on the investigation. And I always say our best equipment is ourselves. So even though, depending on the investigation, I will use tools, but I use it and sometimes to verify what I'm feeling.
Right. Now, not to spoil anything, if you can answer it,
sure.
If not. But in the new series that you have coming up this fall, do you use some of your abilities during the show?
I'm thinking, should I say anything? No, I do not. I was there. Well, the reason is I was there, as a paranormal investigator, but I also, along with Katie McVeigh, we did a lot of research for the series. So it would not have been proper for me to.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I was a psychic medium because I knew about the history and everything. So it couldn't have been right for me. But we do have a wonderful psychic medium that was on, that helped out, and Michelle Belanger.
Okay.
So Michelle's really, she's been in the industry for so long, and you remember from Paranormal State, she's been on Portals to Hell and just different things, and she is so amazing and so spot on, and she's remote, and just amazing, like what she brings to the team and to the investigation is just amazing.
So is this about a ship, or is it about the water, or is it a combination of both?
I will say this, it's somewhat about both.
Okay.
Have you been here before? Have you investigated this before?
I love that picture.
The town where we were had never been investigated before, except one time. I believe in 2014, one of the buildings were investigated, but since that time, it's never been, and where we were was never had a paranormal investigation at all.
That's awesome, because when you go somewhere that hasn't been investigated like multiple times, you can just imagine what they're ready to talk about and what comes about in that investigation, because it's new, it's foreign to them.
Yeah.
Like, somebody's talking to me, they can hear me now,
And for us too, like, it's new for us as viewers. Like, wow, look at this town. Because everybody talks about the same thing, the same location. They're, always constantly coming out with content. Well, different groups, going to the same place and this and that. So this is something new for the viewers as well, which is really nice to see as well.
Right.
Oh yeah. The whole town, we couldn't have asked for better. They were so welcoming, and just really just anything that we needed or whatever, they were just right there. And it was important. I felt like it was important to them to get their story told. And it's not just about the paranormal, it's also about history. So that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, 100%. Awesome. I love history.
Yeah. And when you combine the two, and if you can get history, true crime, and the paranormal, I'm there. You can't get better than that.
So how did you get wrapped into Cursed Waters?
I can tell a little bit. I don't know how much at liberty I can say about everything. So I will just tell you that it was kind of I believe it was sent to me
okay.
by a higher power.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to say that for right now. And as we get closer, or if I'm allowed to say more, but it was basically dropped in my lap.
Nice.
Yeah. And so we went from there, and it's just, I don't think I'll ever be the same since being there, and just knowing that the story of the people that lived there and died there is being told. To me, that's everything. And I think that it really means a lot to them too, both the living and the dead there.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. So, can you say who is all part of the show? Because I know Michael Angus is part of it.
Yep.
He has a good part into it. You're on it. Who else may we see on the show?
On the show, we have, as the investigators, we have myself, Michael John Angus, and Josh Darren. And, you know, Shane directed it, Shane Pittman. And just, I mean, top notch. Beacon has top notch camera, you know, Max Moore. And of course, Josh Purvis was there helping. And this was a wonderful experience for me to be able to, you know, to see behind the scenes. And, you know, and then Katie McVeigh, I mean, she's so wonderful at all that what she does, and really puts her heart and soul into the project as well. And, you know, we worked on this together, and it just everybody, it seemed like put their heart and soul into it. And that made it even more special. And it's, you know, one of the things I think that's different is it's not just a normal paranormal show.
Mhm.
It's not, you know, like you were saying, how that a lot of times we go to the same places or we tell the same story or whatever. But this is, without getting into details, this is unique, and it has so much meaning to it.
Nice.
Yeah, this answered my
Absolutely.
question because I was thinking about it, and I was like, most people, you know, most shows just go for the entertainment purpose of it, just to capture something. But I feel like this show is more meaningful, and you guys truly are there to go and help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how I felt. And being on the set, you know, we were there for a while, over a week, and it was long hours on the set, but it didn't matter because we knew what it was important for the end game of you know, putting, you know, doing that take, even if it took 15, 20 times, you know, whatever it took for it to be right. So it could be, the show would have due diligence on what we were trying to do, what we were trying to tell.
Nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Since we have more people in watching it right now, do you mind if we replay the teaser so they kind of see what we're talking about?
No, I play it like 50 times a day at my house. So please do. This will be 51.
Okay, give me 1 second here. It's got to pull it up. Hold on. It's got to get it all pulled up here. Let's pull this up.
You mentioned something that I want to pick your brain on this. You mentioned that they believe that they saw his ghost in the ship, and you said omen.
What's ever happening here started long before the line, Sam.
I've got an image in my mind, but right now it's divorced of any physical structure because the space itself is so present.
You know, watching that, I can like envision myself having the pumpkin spice candles on and the house decorated and it's chilly, and you got the, you know, popcorn going or something, you know, and you're cozy and you're ready for like almost like a horror movie, but not so much.
Right.
But I was visiting, I'm like, damn, I can't wait. I'm like, oh, that's such a solid intro and like sneak peek.
Right.
How many of our viewers tonight is subscribed to Beacon TV and streaming?
Yeah, you gotta.
And go.
If not,
go check out Misty too. Wherever, Misty.
Go subscribe if you're not, because they have this show coming up in the fall. They have Jack Osborne's new show coming up in the fall. Paranormal Mysteries Season 2 coming up. Vince Keelan's. And Lauren Helkinson just got a show on Stream Beacon. So there's a lot of good shows that are on Stream Beacon and coming to Stream Beacon.
Yeah. And it is really not that expensive to subscribe to. I mean, it's really not,
$4.99 a month. That's 2 coffees, like 2 days.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you get your coffee at, but
happy hour.
Happy hour.
That's funny.
But yeah, get Stream Beacon if you're not on it yet, because there's so many good things that are on it and that are coming to Stream Beacon.
There's a lot of content on there, guys.
Yeah,
if you haven't checked it out.
And it really does. I mean, they have Michael and Mary Lynn's their with the normal, and I mean they have such. I mean, and it's getting even more out there. And you saw probably the preview of Amy and Adam and just different things that they have. Just amazing that's coming out, and I'm so proud of them, because anything that you put your heart and soul to, when it starts paying off or it starts being noticed, I mean that's where all the long nights are for, and all the sleepless nights and the endless hours. And when you see all that come to pass, I mean that's amazing.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Darlene had a question that you just popped up. Are you talking about us?
Who are you talking about, Darlene? Us or Louisiana Spirits or Misty? Who are you talking about?
So many options.
Misty?
You never know. You never know.
I've already pitched the idea of bringing Unturned Pages to Stream Beacon to judge. So that's already been pitched. That's already been pitched.
But Misty, can you talk a little bit about what you do weekly with your show? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. What I do is I talk about true crime, but also I try when I can to work in a paranormal twist to it, because I believe that some murders are connected, even though they may not be geographically, close, or you may not even think about it. But I really, we have serial killers. We have, people that just do random things. We have people that are never found out to be murderers.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but then you have some that's so out of the box crazy, that's so that you don't even know how, as a human, that you have the capacity to do some of the things that's done to other people. So is that just somebody who has no feelings and no emotions, or is that like a little bit extra? That I think, and it's my personal opinion, that I think that some of these are related, is because there's a spirit that's added to the mix into committing some of these crimes that's going on. And if you notice, like some of the more popular murders and stuff, if you will notice, they're unsolved to this day. And why is that? Of course, we can say that the DNA and the technology and everything wasn't up to par, but they did solve murders back then. But that's just my opinion. And I look for those connections. I look for the things that stand out. I look for the things that fit into why that these things are continuing to occur. And it's a network. The serial killers, some of them have a network. They know each other. And so it's just, you can go down the rabbit hole, and it's something that I probably could talk about for 4 hours. But meanwhile, we have to go to work tomorrow. And, right. But it's just something, it's a thought, and it's something that I'm trying to prove, or that I'm just making people maybe think a little bit more than the normal. Oh, okay, well, this person just killed 20 people. Is that normal?
No.
Killing one person isn't normal, but there's some that has a little bit more, I say, oomph or something wrong with it than just what a normal human being can do.
Right.
I want to ask you. Oh, go ahead, Jenny.
Misty, if you have not connected with Michelle, definitely do, because she runs the paranormal at Nevada State Prison. So there's a lot of true crime and paranormal at that location. And I can firsthand say, after being there last Saturday, that place is creepy as shit.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, already.
I literally got choked. Like, I almost passed out because I was choked by one of the serial killers that was in that prison and got unalived at the prison for his murders. But Michelle is very well known about the crimes and the serial killers of Nevada State Prison. So you could definitely connect with her, because that could be a really good episode of putting the paranormal with the true crimes.
I would love that. And if she could message me, I would really appreciate that. And I would love to talk with her. So thank you for doing that, because bringing that to my attention. And I am sorry about your experience that you had there.
Yeah. Luckily, I listened to my. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say,
luckily, I listened to my intuition. I listened to my intuition that night and called Michelle in before I went to the women's side of the prison. And luckily, I did, because her and Hope basically saved my life that night from being choked to death by something unseen.
So that kind of validates my point, if you don't mind me saying so.
Yeah, go ahead.
The person's not alive anymore, right?
Nope.
So what's still doing, it's the spirit, it's the connection, like, that's doing that to you, that did that to you.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Michelle LeBaron. That's the Michelle you were talking about. Yes. Okay, cool. I'd love to talk to her.
She's amazing. Like, now, because of that whole experience I had at Nevada State Prison, and we figured it out. It was Carol Cole who choked me, because I was in Estes when it all happened, so I wasn't mentally there. I wasn't like, I let the spirits talk to me, basically. And before, I had a friend's videotape my whole session, luckily. And I had said during my Estes, before I got choked, it was, he called himself out saying, "I'm Carol Cole. I'm going to hurt her," basically. And then all the choking happened. So now I'm in that wormhole of finding out more about Carol Cole, what his whole true crime past life, the past was. And he's known to have killed, I think, up to 35 women by strangulation.
Wow. Wow. You should do a thing on that, Misty.
Maybe I would love to. Because that's. Oof.
Yeah, I have another one too for you, Misty. Here in the Quad Cities, we have a girl still missing from 1995. Her name's Trudy Appleby. It's been a big case all over the United States. The one that was supposed to be one of the people they had in mind who had committed the murder or the disappearance of her is now on trial. and there has still not been a body found till to today.
Mm-hmm. But they have somebody that was indicted, but they still haven't retrieved her body after 30 plus years, I think.
Yeah, it's been
wow.
And
years.
I think
Is
the
that,
case,
like you said, in the Midwest that they thinking maybe BTK or somebody, or who were?
yes,
It was in she was abducted near her home in Campbell's Island.
Okay, and where's that at? See, I'm not familiar with them.
Hampton, Illinois.
so do you know where Moline is? Or the Rock Island Roadhouse? If you ever been to the Roadhouse, Rock Island
I have
Roadhouse?
not. I hope to go, but I have not.
Okay, so it's basically about 15, 20 minutes away from Rock Island Roadhouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, that's what my suspicion. I always felt that Darlene's comment.
Oh.
So they were saying that they found a boat off of the old train bridge in Kelowna, and the witnesses that came forth were saying that they seen the 3 males with the girl committing sexual acts on her, is what the witnesses were saying.
But I just like, it gives me, I don't know, because the witnesses came out way after the fact, I think, if I'm correct. Like the witnesses, like if you're a witness to something, you're not supposed to really hide or hold that information. I mean, I think it's like by law that if you're a witness to a crime, you have to
Talk about
tell
it,
them.
tell them.
Yeah.
But so Jamie Fisher is his name. He's on trial now for her. But yeah, no body. Her name's Trudy Appleby. She was 13, I believe, 12 when she was abducted, and they're saying that it was over a drug debt that her dad owed to these 3 men, and the 2 are dead now. They're deceased, but the one that's in jail right now, he's on trial. Yes. Yeah, it was near the river, Darlene.
Okay. Well, I'll research that case, because now that has me really interested in, seeing what's up about that, because I can't even imagine as a parent how you would feel not knowing where your child is at all. The horror of just knowing that happened, but then not having any place really to mourn or to there's no closure ever if you have a body or not. But to me, if you don't have that, it is so much worse. Because your mind, I can imagine the hell that your mind goes through and
now,
scenarios.
Her mom's deceased now, but her dad's still alive, her uncle and stuff. Stacy, her name is Trudy Appleby.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Yes.
Yeah, we had a question in the comment about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's wild.
It is, and you have to kind of watch yourself and make sure that you do cleansings, and especially when you're going down the rabbit hole of these things, and you think, well, I'm not doing paranormal investigating. Why am I having to, do a cleanse or whatever? And because it's, it can be turn into depression. It can turn into different things, and so I try to, when I'm, studying and researching these cases, I try to do that, because you don't know what's out there, or even how you can open yourself up without realizing it. And if there's something out there that's causing these deaths, and you talk about it,
right,
it gets their attention. As a psychic medium, you're already getting attention of different things in the spirit world. Right. So just because it's not a paranormal thing, maybe it is, I don't know, but it's still good just as a precaution to to do a cleansing thing.
How do you cleanse yourself? Because Stacy's asking, how do you protect yourself?
I protect myself. I do, like I always say this wrong, so y'all forgive me. What is that? That San Paulo wood? The
Palo
Santo.
Santo.
Palo Santo wood. See, I told y'all.
Love it.
Palo Santo wood. I do that. I say prayers. I have the holy water. I have the rosaries, and I just do a complete, a ritual thing that I do to get it to do it.
Yeah. You know what's weird for me, and I don't know about anybody else who's watching, but like when I watch these murder mysteries and stuff like that, and like for some reason I always like think in my head how I always put myself in that situation and to be like, how the hell can somebody do that? And
Right.
I'm not sure about anybody else who's watching, but like I'm like, I don't even know how to say it. Like, I always think of like, what if I did something like that? Or then because I watch all kinds of murder mysteries.
Sure.
And so like I kind of like put myself in that situation. I'm not gonna do anything crazy because I'm not like, like that or whatever. But and then I'm thinking like, damn, like you've really got to be like, with the Jeffrey Dahmer and what is it, Ted something?
Ted Bundy.
Yeah, I mean, and all
Yeah.
these, like, what's going on through their mind at the time of the doing this, what manifests all this, like everything, it's, yeah. So cleansing, and I don't cleanse myself when I'm watching them, but maybe I should.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. I may be way out in left field or something, but I don't think so. I think that, it doesn't hurt to do that because I would rather be safe than sorry.
Right.
And,
So
yeah.
I was going to ask you because this has happened to me. I've had a vision of a murder. It was, I forgot how many years ago, probably 3 or 4.
It was me.
I didn't know how, but it was this woman. I saw the place that it happened, who did it pretty much, but I was them, and then I wake up and her picture is on social media and there's the video of them filming, talking about where she was found and stuff. Has that happened to you for any murders?
It has.
And how does that make you feel? Like, has it happened before it happened or during it happened, you think, or after the fact that it happened? Because I felt a lot of guilt, like I couldn't help, like I could have possibly stopped it, it kind of sucked in that moment, waking up and realizing that.
Yeah, I've had that happen several times. It's been, after, mostly after, because it's like they're wanting you to find that answer. They're wanting you to find something. I have worked on some cases that I can't go into, but it's like, if you always want to be a help. I always say I'm here to help and not to hurt. And when you can't be a help, it makes you feel bad. And so, but they're coming to you for a reason because they do believe in you that you can help. And I think that what you have to do when situations like that happen is you have to do everything to the best of your ability to help. And whether sometimes people, they may listen to you and they may not, but you have to say something, like you were saying, Derek, about the witnesses, they come, 20 years later, whenever it was, to tell what happened. It's always, if you see something, say something.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And so with the spirits, visiting or showing what has happened or what's going to happen, you have to say something. You have to, and whether not one person in the whole room believes you, you've done your part.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you call? Have you called after your visions to the police department or whatnot and told them what you've seen?
Yeah, like I said, I've worked on some cases I can't talk about.
How do they react to you? Because like if it happens to me again, which I hope it doesn't, how do they react to you when you call up and tell them this information?
Until I got somebody in the law enforcement that I trust. Before then, it was just kind of a dismissive thing because, as they don't allow testimonies from psychics and stuff. It's not, like it's kind of like a lie detector. It's not allowed, and so it's like. But you have somebody that believes you, but then you have the higher ups than them that they don't want the case tainted or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe the thing is, I've went to the family before and talked to them, and that's maybe your best bet because they're wanting answers and they don't care where it comes from or whatever because they want to know what happened to their daughter or what happened to their son, their husband, their wife, whatever the case may be. And I believe that if you make that connection, and some of them aren't receptive to having a psychic medium either. But I feel that if you do your part, and even though it may still make you feel bad that things don't work out how that you think that they should, at least you made an effort. And I believe that the spirit knows that you've made that effort. And that's all sometimes that you can do is make an effort.
So do they ever have that suspicion that because you're telling them this information? I'm sorry, I'm just asking for myself.
Sure.
So you're really helping me out, and maybe some others out there listening tonight. Have they ever pointed you as a suspect because of this?
No.
Okay.
No.
I appreciate you answering my question.
Oh, no problem. Anytime. No, not at all. And I have seen shows where they have blamed the psychic medium. I think a couple of shows that that they've blamed them because they found the body or whatever, but it worked out in the end because she didn't have anything to do with it. So
right.
She finally had to, because the spirit kept coming to her. She finally had to go and find that body because it wouldn't let her rest.
Wow. Damn. That was kind of deep.
Yeah, it did get deep. But I had to ask.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
I always kind of question.
It's okay. She's just plotting my death now.
No.
She said that long time ago, Derek.
I know. She's been doing this since the first week we got together now.
Yeah, right. I don't mind. I hope y'all don't mind me. As someone that just said, what if you don't make the effort? Then I think that's something that you have to live with.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a personal thing. Some psychic medics, they don't want to get involved with murders, and they just want to talk to grandmother and stuff, and that's fine. And I'm not saying anything against those that make that choice, but there are some that want to do more and be, helpful in other areas. So it's what you can live with in your own self, and that you look in the mirror at your own self and decide what you can or cannot do. And I am not judging anyone on what they decide.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of new to me because I'm still getting used to believing that I can do these things, and so I'm constantly telling him about it, but he doubts me. But there's always truth to these visions that I get.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm starting to believe myself more. It's just a matter of, is anyone going to believe me? But I know,
Yeah. And I think that's the first hurdle that you have to cross, is to believe in yourself, because how can you expect others to believe in you when you don't believe yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I think Sean, for some reason I can't see, asked the question. I think that's what he said is, police officers or law enforcement should, you know, maybe consult psychics or something, and maybe it could become more mainstream than what it is, because I know, that occasionally that they do ask, for help or whatever. But I think that we also have to look at reality, and sometimes people posing as psychics or thinking that they have the answers has kind of muddied the waters for people with true intentions and true gifts,
Damn,
and
that
have
was
given wrong information or have said the wrong thing or just been in it for the spotlight or whatever that is. And I think that some of that is why that it's not viewed as or more out in the opening than what that it should be, because you know like Sean, especially the cold cases, what do they have to lose?
Exactly.
right.
Maybe if the DNA isn't working and this and that, and it goes through a checklist of things that aren't being, you know, no, that's not working. That's not working. Well, what do we have to lose? Let's try a psychic and
Mhm.
get with a reputable one. Don't just get off of somebody that, however that they present themselves. Research the psychic medium, follow up just like you would on any case, and then find the one that you think that is best for the situation.
Right.
That is such a good answer to that.
Yeah.
Right now, Amber, we're talking about psychics helping out with murders and cold cases.
Yeah. And Amber, if you're interested, check out Misty on Facebook. She does stories every, I think, Thursday at 7:00. Every Thursday. If you want to pop that up real quick, Jenny, and show Amber and this is kind of like the topics, because this is kind of what she does with her podcast too.
Yeah.
Now, Amber, she does watch it every week.
Okay.
But I appreciate the plug again. Yay.
Stacy asks, what helped you to believe in yourself, Misty? What led you to being able to believe in what you were picking up, or what spirit was telling you?
What helped me was, confirmation, of course, helps. But also, being around like-minded individuals and people that appreciate psychic mediums, and people that appreciate what you do and aren't there to judge, and just those things. And it started me, believing more in myself, because, for a while I was like, oh, that must have been a lucky guess, or, oh, that, how did I know that? But it's really coming to terms with yourself and what you feel that you're called to do. And once that I had made the decision of, yes, this is what I'm called to do, this is what I want to do with my life, is to be in, the paranormal and I don't know what you would call it, field, mystic world, whatever that you want to term it. When I made that decision to get, I'm just kind of person, I either give it 100% or it's not at all. And
Right.
so once I made that determination, and also, you have to study and you have to continue, once you put it out there, oh, I'm a psychic medium, your job is just beginning.
Yeah.
You have to still meditate. You still have to communicate with your ancestors and spirit guides and angels and all that. You just don't just throw that out there and just hope for the best. There's still work to be done. And so you are what you put into it. And so I believe in my gift, and I'm proud to have been chosen to do this. And I'm really thankful for it.
That's awesome.
And I'm so glad that our path finally crossed.
Yeah.
At Booth of Action, I'm kind of like, I stepped back and you came right up to me. I'm a little shy, but yeah, you came right up to me. You made me feel welcome and stuff. And I appreciate that meetup that we had, because
Thank
here
you.
we are, you know,
Yeah.
and you're awesome.
Oh my God, thank y'all.
And
I love y'all too. I really do. I appreciate
I
y'all.
appreciate the swamp ass conversation that I had with you.
No.
You can't have a swamp ass conversation with just anybody, right?
Right?
Hey, but
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's I'm just gonna say one thing, just real quick about Amber's comment here. I've watched it, and half of me, 40% of me thinks that she is innocent. 60% makes me feel, maybe even 70% makes me feel like she did it on purpose. But I just, that's all I'm going to say about it. I think it was planned a certain way, but it's just hard. It's so hard because I watched that documentary, and I don't know. If she didn't, that sucks.
What do you think, Misty? Have you heard up on that?
Yes, I have heard of. I have not, for full disclosure, I have not watched the Netflix show on it yet. I've seen some podcasts, a little bit here and there. I just think it was planned.
I think it was too, and I think it was a planned suicide murder. I
think that she saw an opportunity. I don't know if that actual plan was what happened, but when I'm saying it was planned, I think like what you're saying, she made the decision to kill. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And she saw the opportunity and she took it.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as having a plan, I'm not sure about that, but she planned on doing something. You know, the end result, she had already had the end result planned, but she just had to find the right opportunity, and what she did.
Yeah. Yep. I saw that too, Amber, that she was into the spells and things. She was doing her TikTok and whatever, and then she got to Kim Kardashian for legal advice because she's now
oh my God.
I don't know what it is. She's in some kind of thing. And then she respectfully rejected that case.
Respectfully, yes.
Yeah.
I would probably respectfully too, because that's
yeah.
She's trying to get social media attention. She's trying to end up like Gypsy Rose. Sounds like.
Oh my God. And that's another one.
And you know she lives in the town where I live.
No shit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I probably was at the store with her the other day and didn't know, but yeah.
What? Gypsy?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I know. I was like down in New Orleans, Louisiana in March. I'm like, I wonder exactly where she lives. Like,
she lives in Metairie.
Like, okay. I don't think we're that far off.
Yeah, it's like we're about like 6 miles from New Orleans. I always say New Orleans, you know, because, you know, like you're close to a big city instead of saying, hey, I live Metairie, which is 5 miles from New Orleans on the, you know, good day, unless you have a lot of traffic, you know, whatever. You know, I just say I'm around, you know, from around New Orleans or the New Orleans area, you know.
That whole case of Gypsy Rose, I went down the rabbit hole. Like when that whole thing like blew up and she got her show and everything, I watched everything. I was like, how can you do that? Like, I get that her mom did that stuff to her, but I'm like,
yeah, it's so.
I was like,
I watched the documentary and I'm like, oh, damn. I mean, she put her through hell.
Yeah, her mom put her through hell.
Yeah.
And so how would, you know, you might say, you know, you may not react that same way.
Right.
But years of torture and abuse and just really
it can snap
you don't know what it will do to you and the rage that you've had for, I mean, it doesn't make it right, but you just don't never know how that you'll react.
Right, exactly.
Darlene, I cannot come back soon enough. Like, I fell in love with Louisiana the first day I was there. Like, going into the bayou on the boats, I'm like, I could live out. Like, I could live down here. The heat, I cannot. No.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's bad.
Effing not.
Well, we've yet to be in Louisiana. We've never been, so that we need to try to make that happen one of these years.
Yep.
I hope that y'all do. I hope it's on your bucket list down here because I will definitely show y'all around.
Oh,
Yeah.
it is.
One of my buddies is stationed in Louisiana, and he lives kind of off base, but he's got a home down there.
Nice.
Talk to him and be like, "Hey, let's bunk up there for a couple of nights for a weekend."
Yeah.
Now we're to Misty's.
Yeah.
Why not?
Friends talked me into coming back down in August, so I'm like, because he does the big Comic-Con in Kenner in August that
That's like
MC Conventions puts on down in Kenner, Louisiana, right outside of Louisiana. He does it every year with them. But I'm like, do I really want to go to Louisiana in August when it's hot as shit down there? Hell no. When I went in March, the high was like 90 and I was dying. I'm like, this is not the same heat like Minnesota and the Midwest.
right.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. It's a different kind of heat.
It really is.
And the humidity is so bad. But you know what? I love being here.
Is the mosquitoes bad down there?
They can be, yes, in the termite season, and oh yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. We stayed
The
in
alligators
Kenner.
and
Alligators. I got some really cool shots from the boat on the bayou because we took I can't think of the company name. It's one of the bigger ones down in Louisiana. Swapped her at like I think 11 a.m., 12 p.m. and it was just getting hot enough. And I'm like, okay, I can't be out on the bayou when it's hot as shit. Nope. But I got some amazing photography on the bayou, so I was happy. But I have to say, I have to agree with Dorleen. Let me see, where is it? The St. Louis Cemetery 1.
yes.
That place, I love that cemetery. That's weird for me to say I love cemeteries, but that cemetery I could photograph all day long.
Oh yeah.
It's like, it is a gorgeous.
Is that the one by St. Joseph or St. something down there?
It's saying everything here.
Mm-hmm. And St. Louis Cemetery is where Nicolas Cage will be buried when he peels over. He already has his
Little pyramid thing. Yeah.
his little pyramid.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Night at the Museum throwback there.
Yeah, Ryan lived in Savannah for a couple of years. We went down to Georgia on our honeymoon, freaking like 5 or 6 years ago, and maybe 8. Now I don't remember. But anyway, it was a hot one. It is hot down in Georgia.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
We went to Savannah after Booze on the Battleship last year, and it wasn't too hot, so luckily I was fine with that.
Waverly Hills was going to be, oh my God, right in the dead ass of July. Ooh.
Yeah, good luck with that. I go in 17 days.
I'm going to Savannah. The Searchers will be there. I think in November I'm supposed to go. We're supposed to go there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was good. I had planned on doing like all of the Searchers events this year. But then, like, Louisiana, it was the day I was leaving Louisiana, so I couldn't do that one. I can't do Savannah because it's the weekend of a event up in Illinois I'm helping with. I'm like, but at least I get to go to the Illinois event they're hosting with Katie and everyone. So I'm happy.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah. Doing a great job on the tours.
Hey, really quick, I don't know if you have time to, but you also have an investigation coming up with the Axeman, correct?
Yes, I always have time to talk about the Axeman and the event. But on July the 10th and 11th, we are having the third annual search for the Axeman, and it will be at the haunted hotel where allegedly he worked there on the grounds while that he did his killings. And we sold out of the hotels there, of the rooms there, but we have secured the Le Richelieu Hotel, which is a huge hotel and also haunted. So we'll be having it at both hotels. And we have paranormal investigations set up. Mike and Mary Lynn will be there. Mary Lynn and I will be doing a gallery reading. We have speakers. We have Dina Lally's going to be doing Reiki. Nola DJ. Really got some local people also, because you can't go wrong doing local either. Just incorporate everybody in the event, and it's always a good time. Darlene, I know, has been there before, and she'll be back this year. And it's just and he's there. And for some reason, he always singles me out. And I've been there before, like, oh yeah, and Amber's coming too. Amber will be there. Sorry, Amber, about that. But yes, Amber will be there. And he always, I don't know what it is about me and him. And I've like been on other TV shows or whatever that's, like touring there and the last one that I was on, they looked at me and they said, he knows who you are. And I said, oh yeah, he knows me.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's something else. And Darlene can tell you stories from her being there last year, and they have lead coffins buried on ground. Wow. And Darlene happened to get the one that her room that's under her room, one of them's was buried.
So who is the Axeman?
No one knows. I figured out, I think he's mad at me because I did figure out I got his first name. And so whenever I go there, he's there. He is like, it's bad. But it's an opportunity, like I said, a lot of people, like we have some people that's going to be coming and they've never been on investigations before. So I look at it as a teaching tool. And learn about history, true crime, and the paranormal. Like I said, the holy trinity of things. And so it's a fun event, but it's also an event to remember the victims and those that weren't able to make it through his murderous rampage, which I do not think that stopped just in New Orleans.
So is it a cold case?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've not heard of the Axeman.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah, he was featured on the character was featured on American Horror Story Coven.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so y'all have to check that out. He would go into people's homes, they don't know how, and they would be axed. And they found all the axes that he used, because he would leave them there, and they found them all but one. Well, they found an axe in the attic or in a wall or something at the haunted hotel. And they have it it's not like a huge axe, but it's like one about that big, and they have it encased in a frame. Mm-hmm. And you can, take pictures with it or whatever you want to do, but it's there on display.
That's like the Liskax murder house.
Mm-hmm.
Person was said to hide out in the attic, and he came out at night, and that's when he committed the murder. So I'm like wondering if that's tied together, or there's also Jake Bird, who was an axe murderer back in the day that was housed at Squirrel Cage Jail in Iowa.
Right. And I did believe that the New Orleans, the Axeman, is also connected to Villisca.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
And some other stories. And I'll be talking about it on my show. I don't have the date yet, but it will be before the event. And I'm going to do a segment on the Axeman. He wrote a letter to the newspaper that they had to play jazz. And if you play jazz at your home on this particular night, he would go and, go past your home and wouldn't kill anyone. But if you didn't, you would be killed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I have not been to Villisca, but that's like one of the top 2 on my bucket list.
I have.
Yep, I have.
God bless y'all, because I want to go so bad. I've studied so much about it and watched so many things about it, and it's just crazy. And
It really is.
But it's unsolved also.
So when I went there, I was upstairs and I actually laid on the bed and stuff, and I was experiencing a headache. So I don't know if that was due to heat exhaustion or if I was picking up the murders, but it was very interesting. Also, I stepped into the kids' closet next to the parents' room, and I'm filming, and there's a couple rubber balls on the ground. I turn around and something hits the back of my bottom, my calf, and all of a sudden you're ting, 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 ting. So I turn around, and on video, there's a ball. One of the balls is rolling around on the ground.
Wow.
That's a good thing. One Halloween night, Catherine and I stayed. They have a room called the Axeman's room, where it's the room that he allegedly stayed at. And you have to realize that this property goes back to the 1700s. And so, but when I tell you, it was so very active in there. You could hear taps, things moving. You would watch and things moved. It's just a feeling there. I mean, it's you don't never forget that place. And I think that's why we have so many people that continue to come with, to come there with us every year, because, you do want to find out more, but it's something that just pulls you back.
Right,
It
absolutely.
pulls you back there. So,
the night I spent at Villisca, if you ever talk to Johnny Hauser, who is not part of the whole house anymore, but you ever message him and ask him about my night at Villisca the very first time, he will tell you straight from his own words, her night was the worst thing to happen at the house since the killings.
Wow.
When we met with him at the cemetery, we paid our respects, we did our thing. He took us back to the house. It was sunny, it was nice out. No signs of severe weather at all. He did the tour. He left to go up a couple of towns to do something. And probably not even 15 minutes after we were starting to set up equipment, we started hearing ping, 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 like we couldn't figure out what the noise was. And we all went to the kitchen and looked out. It was about this size hail. And the hail was big enough and came down hard enough to break all of the original windows on the one side of the house.
Oh, wow.
So we had 8 people there. We're all thinking 8 people here, 8 people got murdered. The house is shaking. It feels like it's going to crumble around us. And when it finally stopped hailing, I called Johnny, or back then it was the flip phones and stuff. And I'm like, Johnny, you need to get back to the house. The windows are broken. He goes, what do you mean the windows are broken? I'm like, where are you? He's like, oh, I'm 2 towns away. It's sunny. It's nice out. No sign of hail or anything. He comes back to the house, pulls up, gets out of his truck. He goes, holy shit. So he had to go back into town, get the wood, cover up the windows, clean up all the glass. And while no one was in the house, half of us was in the barn and half of us went into town to get food to try to figure out if we were going to stay the night, because we were all shaken up at that point. We had 2 voice recorders going, one upstairs and one downstairs in the bedroom. And the one in the bedroom downstairs caught what it sounds like is a male killing a child. Because you will hear the kid scream, no, 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 no. And then you hear a male say, don't move. And then you hear the thunk, thunk, thunk. And the kid doesn't say anything else. and then you hear footsteps walking away. So it's basically an EVP of him killing one of the neighbor girls. It's heartbreaking to hear, but Johnny will say it's the worst night to happen at the house since the killings.
So is that place that you have your investigation at, is that a hotel?
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say Malvern Manor is not far from the Vilifax murder house.
Mm-hmm.
So
Correct.
probably stayed there too.
Yeah.
That possibly ties that to your investigation.
It very well could be. There's some other axe murders that happened in Louisiana also. And they all tie in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a big rabbit hole and just, but it is what it is. And it's going to be revealed one day.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Like, someday all these things will be unrevealed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is
and
there
now, if you
left?
come up to Iowa, Josh, who owns Melbourne, just bought a new location, which is a jail. So that whole time ties into the whole true crime and paranormal too.
Oh, yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to contact me, please feel free. I would love to, I want to learn about everything in every location that I can. Knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
So,
do you have tickets left for your event?
Do I have what?
Any tickets left for your event?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the Haunted Hotel is, the rooms there are sold out, but the Le Richelieu, is, I think they have 80 to 90 rooms.
Oh, wow.
So, but you don't have to, have a room there to get a ticket. It's a weekend ticket, Friday and Saturday for like $65.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No.
So where can everyone?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Where can everyone get a ticket to go to your event?
They can DM me on Facebook, and we can, we have Venmo and Zelle, and I will give them all the information and everything because I love to talk about it. So yeah, and we feed you on Friday night, so you can't beat that.
Right? Free
Yeah.
food.
And
food. Go get the food.
we know that
Right.
you can sing too.
And what?
I said, and we know that you can sing too. You
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I'm not doing karaoke this year. We did it last year, and I think the year before, because I was like, if you do karaoke, you have to do anything but jazz because he wants you to do jazz. So I figured that would get him riled up, But yeah, this we're not going to do. We have so many other things going on that we're going to bypass karaoke this year. But yeah, it was fun. I was glad to, Katie does such wonderful events and always enjoy booze and just getting to hang out with everybody and meeting y'all and getting to see Jenny again and stuff. And it was such a good thing. And so I'm thankful.
For sure. Heck yeah. Jenny, are you frozen?
Oh, she's actually frozen.
She is frozen. Oh, okay.
Oh, man, she's back.
I seen her. She's like,
I was like, what is going on?
Everybody freeze.
Everybody freeze. Like, my screen just went black. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Right.
Spirits are like, the show is over. You guys went over 14 minutes.
I enjoyed it so much, being on. I appreciate y'all having me on, and I hope one day to return again. So I do appreciate each of you.
Oh, yes. And I love talking to you. I love listening to you.
Thank you.
Man, and this podcast tonight was like, it got deep, but it was really good. I mean, all these topics that we hit, like different things, and out of what we talk about, with ghost hunting and things like that and whatever. But I love
it. Thank you. Thank y'all so much.
I could talk about this shit all night.
Yeah,
me too.
We really appreciated you coming on tonight.
Hell yeah.
appreciate y'all a lot. Thank you.
Have a great night, Misty.
Thank y'all. And I'll see y'all soon, hopefully.
Yes, definitely.
Good
Definitely.
night.
Have a good one.
So next Sunday starts off with our Witches and Wellness kind of series of special guests. Next Sunday we have, I want to say, Christina Bloom. Let me make sure. Hold on.
Yep, that's right.
Okay, I was right for once. Christina Bloom on, and then we will have Becky Castillo on the 14th. And then we have Kat Armstrong, who we all love and adore. She's with Paranormal Exposures, and she will be a special guest at Witches and Wellness on July 11th and 12th in DeKalb, Illinois. And then the 28th, we have Jessie Hawthorne. So she is a paranormal researcher, sound healer, Reiki master, teacher on the 28th. And then we wrap it up with Diet Renee on June 30th, who is a paranormal researcher, psychic medium, teacher, and podcast host. So the next few weeks is all about the guests of Witches and Wellness, which is taking place July 11th and 12th in DeKalb, Illinois. Coming up super fast. If you don't have your tickets yet, get your tickets today at www.witchesandwellness.com. We have our workshops, we have our gallery readings, our seances, daily admissions up on sale now. So grab your tickets. It will be a fun weekend. I can't wait. God forbid I am there without any issues. But that is coming up very fast. Otherwise, in July, we have some amazing guests coming up as well. Let me see if I can pull them up. Oh, nope. That's the wrong thing. Hold on. My computer just went, you're crazy. Oh, no. Hold on. My computer just went, you're dumb. We have Joe Shortridge coming up in July. We have James Anito coming up. We have my homegirl, soul sister, Heather Rebo coming up. She's also from Louisiana. She'll be up in August. We have Jenny Bell coming back, who just released a new book coming up in August as well. So I'm super excited to have her come back. We get into more of the witchy and metaphysical things with her. She's been on the show a couple times now, so I'm super excited to have her back with her new book. If you're interested in being a guest on Unturned Pages, hit us up on the Facebook page, and we will send you the Google form to be a guest. It's just easier way for us to keep track of all information and everything. But if you have not liked our Facebook page, go do that. We do have a 3,000 follower giveaway happening. So if we reach 3,000, we will announce our giveaway. Nice. So I'm super excited for that. But next weekend, you will see Alicia and Derek on the show. I will be in West Virginia investigating the hospital in College Hill. Super excited. Bucket list location for me. And then the following week, I'll be at Waverly Hills. Hopefully not dying of heat exhaustion. It's fucking Kentucky in June. And then, yeah, I don't know what my summer's going to look like because I have to have another surgery coming up soon. So if I become MIA on the show, it's not because I want to. That's for sure.
I've seen a nipple. Is that you, Chris?
So once is that Derek showing his nipples?
No.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
That is funny. Well,
with that being said,
right.
With that being said, we need to sign off for the night. Y'all have a great week, and Derek and Alicia will be back next Sunday with our guest, Christina Bloom. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night,
See you
guys.
guys.